let's look at some of the history around the strategy for OBIEE releases. So if you look at 10G, and I know this is a lot of information, but we'll spend a few minutes on here. You can see there was a lot of time in between the different versions of OBIEE, and in fact there were about a 5-month on average cycle between releases of OBIEE. And I'm talking about minor releases as well as major releases. I averaged them all together. And then I did the same thing with 11G, and I came out with around a 2-month average between releases. Again, minor and major, I mixed them all together. So definitely a big step up for Oracle in terms of their ability to provide updates to their customer base. From 11.110 to 11.115 was a bit of a rough ride. It was quite a long time between those releases, and I think as a result of a lot of customer complaints and so forth and so on, Oracle really stepped up their game in 11.116.0 and really started producing sequential patches every month. So for those of you who are not aware, Oracle does and will produce a new patch each month that will be a dot version above the current version. So this month, we had a major release, 11.117.0. Next month, we can expect the 11.117.1 release. Now, don't be confused. There is an 11.117.1 BI applications release, BI apps, out there. It is not the newer version of OBIEE, okay? It's BI apps. It's different. It's not a new minor release of OBIEE.7, okay? I just want to clear that up because I found that to be confusing with customers that I have that have said, hey, looks like .1 is out already, and I'm like, no, it's not. And this is also a reason for this presentation because there is a tremendous amount of noise in and around the area of versioning from customers and from Oracle and from all different folks that, really I think I'm trying to call out some of the trends here and try to bring to light some of the things that are going on. Another interesting aspect of this slide, I know you're thinking one slide, how interesting can it be? I know. But honestly, there is one more interesting point, at least from my perspective, and that is 11.115. You'll see that it's continuing to be supported throughout the 11.116 phase, right? We're going to talk about this in a few slides. This is a very interesting point. Oracle will, at least as far as the OBIEE team, their policy is to support OBIEE from a year after a major release. So that's why you see that support period going on there. Same thing now with 11.117. 11.116 will be maintained just in the same fashion as 11.115 was. So it's called grace period and it's error correction support. We'll get to that in a couple of slides, but that just so you're not confused, what was Oracle thinking? What were they doing? Coming out with .5 at the same time .6 was out. Okay, so it was a valid thing, and I'll state this later on as well. It's a valid thing to stay on a platform version. In fact, there are a lot of organizations that really stick by the tried and true rule of staying a version behind, right? Staying off the bleeding edge to make sure they're on a stable platform. So, anyways, so we'll continue on to the next slide. So we're going to change topic slightly here to talk about support.